back to my channel. I'm Kelsey. This is Kylie.
Hey!
My little sister. And today we are doing my first episode of What the Do I Eat? I'm a vegan and I have 13 food allergies. So when I first found out about the allergies, I quite literally said, what the am I supposed to eat? So today we are doing a gluten-free, soy-free, vegan take on baked ziti. I did run out of my ziti noodles, so it might look a little bit like goulash, but it's fine. And Kylie's gonna be my sous chef. Fun. First things first, I have 2 pots of boiling water. I have a little one for our raw cashews and a larger one for our gluten-free pasta noodles. Today I'm using the Berea gluten-free elbows. They are corn and rice flour, and then we have just standard brown rice flour spirals. I honestly don't know the proper terminology for either types of these pastas, so forgive me. I'm going to add the cashews to the smaller pot, and we're going to boil those for 15 minutes. There we go. And then I'm going to add the noodles to the larger pot. And since I didn't have enough of those, we're going to use some of the elbows as well. Give it some texture. And then we are going to roast 3 1/2 cloves of garlic for the homemade mozzarella sauce. And I like to keep a little bowl or a bag to put trash in while I'm cooking, just so that I'm not having to constantly run back and forth. Helps conserve a little bit of energy. The pasta is going to cook for about 10 minutes, so once the timer has 5 minutes left, I'll go ahead and take the noodles off. And while all of that is cooking, we're going to pop this in the air fryer at 400 degrees. So I'm just going to put all of the cloves of garlic in the center of a piece of aluminum foil. Top it with about a tablespoon worth of olive oil or butter or any fat of your choice. I just prefer olive oil. And then you bundle it up so that none of the oil will run out. So this is already set to 400 degrees. I'm going to put it in for about 15 minutes. It's very loud. The cashews and pasta are both done cooking, so we drained and rinsed those and put together our spice mix. To the blender. And now we will add the cashews. And the almond milk and vegetable broth. I am using the Not Beef. Not quite sure of the brand, but I'll put it in the description. So we're doing 3/4 of a cup of beef broth and a 1/4 cup of almond milk. And then the apple cider vinegar, you're just gonna add a little bit of a splash, maybe like a teaspoon's worth. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of liquid smoke. A couple dashes just to give it a nice smoky flavor. A little bit more. A little more. That's good. All right, now we are going to blend this for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. And then we will cook it to activate the tapioca flour and make it nice and stretchy.
This is too fancy.
I poured the Bertolli olive oil, basil, and garlic organic pasta sauce into our pot. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to help cut the acid. And Kylie is stirring the cashew sauce.
Look how cute this is.
With a rubber spatula. I recommend doing a rubber spatula so you don't scratch your cookware, but it helps to get the sauce off the bottom of the pan because the tapioca flour is getting activated, so it's going to get a little chunky at first, and then it's going to thicken and get nice and stretchy. Along with the brown sugar, I just added in some garlic powder, onion powder, basil, oregano, salt, and pepper to enhance the flavor of the sauce a little bit. And this is the finished cashew mozzarella cheese sauce. So it's very stretchy, and I'm gonna put that on top of the ziti. I poured in half of the cooked pasta with the pasta sauce and half of the cashew cheese sauce and mix that together, and now I'm topping it with Follow Your Heart shredded Parmesan cheese. This is surprisingly gluten-free, soy-free, vegan, and free of all of my allergens. And it does not contain coconut, so if you have a coconut allergy, this one is a thumbs up. You know what they say about the sound of cooked pasta. It off, we are going to put the rest of our Parmesan cheese, and this does get nice and toasty in the oven. So if you like that melty kind of almost burnt cheese flavor, then you'll really like this. And the last thing we're going to add parsley for color and a little bit of flavor. The oven is preheating to 400 degrees. We're gonna pop it in there for about 20 minutes and then we'll check it. I do believe it cooks for around 40 minutes, but just keep your eye on it. This is the finished product. I baked it for about 35 minutes and it got nice and toasty on the top, which is what you're looking for. And I'm serving it with some garlic bread that I made using the Bob's Red Mill Wonderful Bread Mix. And then I just put garlic butter, nutritional yeast, and parsley and broiled that for about 3 minutes. And then just a simple side salad with romaine, red bell pepper, celery, and cucumbers. And we're gonna have a little Italian dinner tonight. This is everything all plated. I dressed my salad with the Follow Your Heart vegan balsamic vinaigrette. It's really good. I have some peach juice. Kylie's having a little bit. After I filmed that last clip, my mom sat down and joined Kylie and I for dinner. They both really liked the baked ziti, and when Aaron came home from work, he had a portion as well and also really enjoyed it. So that's 3 people who would typically eat meat, dairy, soy, and gluten, who all liked a recipe that contained none of those ingredients, which is really exciting because my whole mission behind this series is to show those of you who do have dietary restrictions or limitations that you can still enjoy recipes that you would want to eat otherwise without having to sacrifice your health or your morals. So if you guys have any requests on recipes that you'd like for me to cover in the What the F Do I Eat series, please let me know down below. Or you can DM me on Instagram and you can reach me that way. I'll put my Instagram in the description box. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's video. I look forward to hearing from you guys on recipes that you want to see from me in the future, and I'll see you next time. Bye!